Hey everyone, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. I'm here at GTS Distributions Come and Play Day in Atlanta, and I'm here with Travis with Upper Deck Games.
Hello.
You brought a game with you.
I did bring a game.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.
This is Bring Out Yer Dead. Tell me, what's the theme here of Bring Out Yer Dead?
Well, picture it, 14th century Europe.
Yes.
The plague is ravaging the countryside, basically.
Pleasant, yeah.
Really pleasant,
Yeah.
except that your whole family has died.
Oh dear.
Which is unpleasant.
Wow.
Right. You're the surviving member.
Yes.
And it's your responsibility to handle the remains, basically,
Okay.
right? If you don't do this in the proper way, in the best way possible, you're not going to get your inheritance.
Okay. I'm assuming I want to get my family into the good
choicest graves.
The choicest graves. Right. Okay.
And the thing is, there are other families doing the same thing, so you're in competition with them.
It's a busy time. Okay.
So every day, the grave digger comes out with his cart.
Yes.
Right here.
Okay.
And he's kind of a lazy guy, right? He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
He's going to, A, choose just one side of the cemetery on one side of the river or the other.
Yes.
B, he's only going to take a certain number of bodies each day.
Look, he's been run ragged.
He has been run ragged.
I don't blame him.
Business is good.
Okay, yes.
Which is bad.
All right, bad for us.
Bad for us.
Okay.
Great for him. If he feels like he's gotten a little overloaded,
Yeah.
he's going to go ahead and dump the rest of the bodies in the river. So when you look at his cart each day, depending on how many players are playing, in our case 2,
Yes.
2P, he has 2 spots on his cart.
Oh, wow.
That's not a lot.
He's lazy today.
He's really lazy.
So if we were playing 3, then you get a few more on there.
Correct.
4 and 5.
You got it.
I also noticed there's a player marker here in the corner.
Yes, this board scales really well. So 2 to 3 players on this side, and then it's
Double-sided.
double-sided. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Many
Gotcha.
more graves.
All right.
Grave opportunities, if you will, on the other
Ooh.
side. Sorry.
Well done, sir.
There's so many puns.
I understand. So what do we do? Our turn has begun, and the round has begun?
You are armed with a number of death certificates.
Yes.
Right? Each one has a numerical value, and each one has a different action that it does.
Okay.
Like, for example, this one adds 1 single coffin to the gravedigger's cart.
That would take up a space.
That would take up a space.
All right.
A double coffin also takes up just 1 space.
And so we have these 2-piece coffins and the single ones like so.
Exactly.
All right, I gotcha.
And we
have
tried
some
to
other
really
effects in there too.
stick with the theme with this too, and made sure we did wooden tokens.
Yes, just like a proper coffin.
Yeah, it just seemed right. I suggested we fill the box with dirt too, and then put the components
No
in there.
one listened to you, though, did they, Travis?
Legal shot that down,
Oh,
strangely
dear me.
enough. These two are a little bit different. For starters, any one of these on their own is a blank. So 3 is a blank, 2 is a blank. But when you play them in conjunction, 3 and 2,
Yes.
then you get to choose a fate card.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a second. How
Okay.
about, shall we just play?
Let's play around.
So how many do I take from my hand? I have 5.
Okay, so each round you choose 3 cards out of your hand, and you may have more than 5 cards. You'll never have less,
Yes.
but as the game goes on, you'll have more.
Okay.
You'll choose 3, and we play them down at the same time, and then they get resolved in numerical order, starting with the player who starts. Before we do that,
Yes?
whoever is the first player needs to choose
a side.
That's right, because he's only going to work one side.
All right, you're the first player.
Okay, don't mind if I do.
Where are we going?
We're going to this side.
All right.
So you move your card over there, and everyone knows where we're going.
All right, and this will make more of a difference as the game goes on, right, I suppose, because these graves are going to start filling up. Suddenly this side, not as many options.
Right.
We start maybe dumping some over here.
Right?
Okay, and the values of the graves are these numbers, is that right?
Those are the numbers. So the object at the end is to have the most points.
All right. I think I've picked 3.
I
feel
have 2.
Okay, all right then.
Let's lay them down.
Okay.
Okay, I also have a 7. So
Uh-huh.
since I was the first player, sorry, I get to go first.
That's fine.
So a 7 is a single coffin into the gravedigger's cart. So I'll take one of my coffins, place it in the first coffin spot.
I am of a similar frame of mind.
Yep.
So I'll be putting mine in the second spot.
Okay, 7s are resolved. Are there any 6s? Not for me. You do have a 6, though.
I do.
Which is a double coffin. Great for points, bad for going in the river.
I'm seeing a little problem here.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't played that 7, I would have gotten both of these out.
Yeah,
Potentially, right?
absolutely.
But
Yep.
that didn't happen. So
That didn't happen.
Okay.
Because he's lazy today.
Right. So this is going into the river?
Into the river.
Okay.
River's not a good thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just never good to have.
Is there any
your family
benefit to
members
going
floating
into the
around.
river?
There is one benefit.
Okay.
The benefit is, depending on whether it's a single or a double coffin, if it's a single, you get to choose either a treasure card or a fate card.
Yes.
If it's double, you get to choose one of each. which
Oh.
is nice.
Do
Nice benefit.
Does that happen now?
That can happen right now.
Okay.
And when you can choose any of the face-up cards or the one that's face down if you want to gamble.
Maybe I'll grab this one,
That's a good choice.
and I'll grab this one here.
Okay.
And so these get replaced?
Immediately replaced.
Okay. And we can maybe talk about what these effects do in a second. I just
Yep.
want to see what's going to happen from this fallout.
So he's going to stay there until you find some way to rescue them
Or
out
I can
of it.
maybe fish the family members out of the river.
There are fake cards that allow you to
Good to know
go
that.
fishing.
Okay, all right.
Okay? But if those coffins should remain in the river till the end of the game, then there's negative points for each number of coffins that you have in there.
Oh, all right. Okay, so for each of mine, so if I had 3 coffins in here, I'd lose 10 points.
Exactly.
I gotcha. All right, makes sense. So we've resolved the 7s, we resolved my 6.
Then we
both
go
have
to,
3s.
yep, we both have 3s, but since yours was not followed with a 2, then that's just a blank, which
right.
is good in this case.
I kind of
because-
figured I wasn't going to get everything in, so
Right,
I
exactly.
wanted to play blank.
You're thinking the
Okay.
right way. I do have a 2 following my 3, so I get to choose a fate card.
You were thinking the righter way. I see. So you get to pick one of these.
All right, let's see here. I am going to choose the Grave Robber.
All right.
No reflection on my character at all.
I wouldn't assume so. And these I do notice they have iconography on them, but we get these player sheets, right? To help
Yes.
explain what the icons do. Every player gets one of these.
It's really a fast-playing game once you learn the icons.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
And you have this to guide
you
you
do have the
along.
cheat sheet
Yeah.
when you're first getting to know it.
So what happens? Well, I guess we got some cart work to do we?
We do. So the cards are now played out. We can
Okay.
put these aside.
All right.
Now, starting in the order that they entered the cart, we get to play these on the side of the cemetery that we chose. So the object is to find the choicest graves, as we
Right.
mentioned before, and that's denoted by the actual numerical value.
Yes.
So you can play a single coffin in any spot, right?
Right.
But you can't squeeze a double coffin into a single spot.
That
just
makes
so you know,
sense.
right?
Okay.
If there is only one number over a double and you're playing a single coffin in there, you don't get that number unless you occupy both spots. So you could jump in there and block me out.
Just to block you. So neither of us get the points, but I'm keeping you from getting them.
Correct.
Okay.
However, if it's a double and there's 2 numbers, you get the number immediately above your coffin.
All right. And so a double would have to go into a spot like that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yep.
So where do you want to dump this coffin?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think I'm gonna go here.
Oh, what a
which
twist.
seems weird.
It does seem a little strange, Travis.
It's not a high number.
It isn't.
No.
I'll tell you where I'm going, just to tell you. I'm going right here.
I don't blame you. Not one bit.
Not that you couldn't block me out. But okay, so why did you choose that, Travis? I need to know.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Please.
You could see by the rock walls here that we have clearly defined sections, right?
Right.
In some of these sections, you get a benefit for having the majority of the area. Your family, that's your family plot,
I see.
basically.
All right.
So that's denoted by the giant M's here on these landmarks, and there's the point value you get.
So you could potentially have just picked up really 11 points there.
Right, exactly. Right now, that's the way it stands.
It is 11 points. You're right. Oh, so you've done better than I have.
Well, you
At
know,
every turn, Travis.
I've played
Okay.
this once or twice.
Okay. So on future turns, we would then get to play 3 new ones again, but now we've added some special cards.
That's
in here,
right.
What-
That is right.
Can we talk about what maybe some of these do just to give people a sense of the kinds of actions they provide?
You betcha.
All right.
Just want to mention also, in keeping with the theme, these are French tarot style cards. Kind of
Okay.
a different
Yes.
size and shape than normal cards.
But to fit with the setting.
Yeah, it just seems macabre and
Right.
morbid.
They threw out your dirt idea, but
Yeah.
the tarot cards made it.
And
Okay.
after all, this is a game of morbid family fun.
Yes, obviously.
Okay, this is a fate card. This fate card has an action.
Yes.
It shows a coffin in the water and an arrow into a plot.
Oh, this is the fishing.
This is the fishing. You
Okay.
chose wisely.
All right, good.
Look at that. You've played a game once or
I
twice.
have,
Yeah.
yes.
So, you get to choose a coffin of yours in the river
Probably will pick
and
this
move
one
it
on a
into
turn.
any empty spot that it fits in. And here it tells you what kind of coffins you can pull out of there. You can pull a double
Oh.
or 2 singles.
Okay, so fortunately this one does have a double, which
Uh-huh.
I have. So I could, and a card like this, does it have to go into the side that we...
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
jeez.
Cards can affect either
Boom.
side. Exactly.
Boom.
See, look at that.
11 points.
And now you're up.
Love it. Okay. Okay, I get. So let's see. There's a couple other things here. Did I?
I think you had a treasure
I
card
did have
as
a
well.
treasure card. How does that?
Treasure cards can ride with you the whole game if you like. It's up to you. Or you can play them out immediately for points. Here's the point value. So if you were to play it now, you'd score 4 points, and your
Right.
little family crest
Here,
would
tracks
track
the
on down to
points.
4.
All right.
If you kept it in your hand, then it compounds.
The more of them you have,
The more of them you
value.
hand, the more value. So it's all strategy, however you like to do it.
So how many players was this again?
Up to 5.
And how long does the game go? When's the game over?
It's over when you exhaust, when you finally get all your family in the ground.
As soon as one player?
When any one of us does that. Any
Okay,
one
then the
player.
game's over, you score it up. And how long does it take to play the game typically?
Really kind of about 40 minutes.
Okay.
It's pretty quick once you get to know the icons.
And this game is available now, right? It's out?
It's in stores now.
Travis, thank you very much. That was a great overview. I feel like we got a good sense of it. And of course, there's lots of other special cards in here that have other kinds of effects and allow you to manipulate, move graves around.
A lot of board manipulation.
I can see, like this one here, it looks like you take a grave out of one, move it to another. So I don't like you having that majority.
Play the card.
I could play the card and maybe move and swap around.
You can move me wherever you want with that card.
Oh, I like that. So I can just, I can't dump you in the river, can I?
Except there. That's the one place.
But yeah, so with all that, it creates some of these surprises in the
Mm-hmm.
gameplay. Excellent. Well, listen, again, thank you very much for showing us, giving us a good sense of it. And to all the rest of you, until the next episode, thanks for watching.
Thank you.